Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.
Welcome to the Team Podcast, episode 067. My name is Nash, host of the Team Podcast, and with me on the ones and twos, we got the great DJ Smythe.
Not a DJ.
And with us, we got Casey J. Ford.
Don't forget the J.
And that's the last time we're actually going to number this. Last time. But next time you guys hear us, we're going to be the all-new The Team Podcast. All new. We're going to do a whole new format and stuff like that. And the only reason I said the number on this episode, Smythe, was so we beat Horseplay. We're officially one numbered episode ahead of them. They're at 66. We're at 67.
That's a glorious victory. I feel like we just won the championship ourselves now.
Yes.
We're going to have a parade. I guess we'll do that tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, 2 million people will show up for that as well, I guess. It'll be fantastic.
So, yeah, tune in. For next time, we're going to have an all-new, get ready for some all-new, different format and stuff like that. We've basically been doing it for the last 2 episodes or so. So, a more conversational, less hitting topics type thing. So, we're going to do that. All new full-time members are coming up, too, and all that stuff. So, stay tuned to that. But, what is going on, guys? What is going on, guys?
Well, we just came back from the parade.
Yeah.
The parade of 2 million people. So they say. I mean, I haven't seen actual numbers.
We can't count.
But it was definitely over 1.5. I would say that much. Right? But 2 million, that's a big number.
And when you say parade, you mean the Raptors championship parade?
Sorry, yes. The Toronto Raptors 2019 NBA Finals champions parade. It was fun. It was a lot of walking. I was sore. Nash was making fun of me.
Now, me and you were together, Casey, and we kind of lucked out.
Wasn't lucked out. Just say it like it is. We were smarter.
Okay, we're smarter than most. Because what we decided, because where I live, it's very close to the Raptors practice facility, and the parade started there officially, unofficially, I guess. So we decided to go straight to the practice facility where they were loading up on the bus and everything like that. We got to be right up close to the buses, close to all the players. We actually saw when Drake came through and got on the bus because he got there late, I guess. And then when we exited the grounds, because we were like running around the grounds, and when we exited the exhibition grounds, exhibition is, how would you guys describe the exhibition grounds? Is where the practice facility.
Yeah, the practice facility. Yeah. The X takes place there.
BMO Field's also there. When we left the exit ground, that's when me and Casey, it finally hit us how many people will actually be at this parade, because it was a massive crowd outside.
Yeah, inside, right by the OVO's practice facility, we were taking pictures, we're getting up close, like Nash said, and we're like, oh, there's a lot of people here. But we were still able to get where we wanted to go, take the pictures we wanted to take. We weren't getting bumped or nudged or anything. There was more than enough space.
People following the buses.
Yeah, more than enough space. Then when we left the gates, it's like, oh, okay, there's a lot of people here. And we ended up actually walking the whole route before the buses, right? Yeah. Because, we felt privileged in being able to see the players up close and the trophy up close and all that first. And just more and more and more people the closer we got to City Hall, Nathan Phillips Square.
We went to the arena. Scotiabank Arena. Couldn't get close.
Yep. We actually told some people there, they're like, yeah, you might as well, they're like 2 hours behind. And I remember them looking at us and they're like, I'm like, yeah, I don't even think they're 20 minutes outside of Lakeshore. Outside the gate after exhibition on Lakeshore, right? And we ended up being correct on that. They were, 3 hours late for when they finally got to City Hall? Mm-hmm. But it was a great atmosphere.
It just wrapped up just now, 4:30 Eastern time. It was supposed to wrap up at what?
1:30.
1:30 Eastern time. Yeah. That's crazy. And then you ended up coming down a little later, Smythe. So where did you go?
So I ended up coming down around noon, and I walked up from Bloor and Yonge. So I came down, and I was first at Bay and Queen, and then I walked around to go to University, just checking out the crowds there.
So you're basically where the parade was going to end. Yeah, you're basically circling that area.
We thought they were going to come there at a decent time, and at 2 o'clock, I was just like, I'm going to watch it on TV because they were so late. But the atmosphere was fantastic. People were chanting. I've never seen anything like it. I saw people from every age group, everything. People were just like leaving work to check it out, to go back. The entire city shut down. No one was expected to work. Every office was like, yeah, just go. There's no point in us keeping you here, pretending you're going to do something productive.
I don't know where all those Raptors jerseys came from.
We were saying the same thing. Every single percent Raptors gear, shirts, everything. Because I think, Casey, you were going through your closet and you realized that you had nothing.
I had nothing. I'm like, oh, damn.
And we call this guy the super fan of the group.
Here, I'm going to give you this honorary Raptors bracelet.
You know what the only shirts I have, they don't fit me no more, right? So it was like, I'll just wear a plain white t-shirt, right?
And you look weird, didn't you?
But I was amazed at how many people were wearing Raptors t-shirts or Raptors, some kind of Raptors
Everyone
clothing.
had gear. Yeah.
Right? It was amazing to see the city that way.
I even saw the jersey I want out there. The black OVO, Kawhi Leonard. With the
You want the black OVO?
on it. Yeah, I want the black one.
Oh, I want the red one. I want the red North
The red
one.
one's wicked.
Yeah, the red, green, and north one is nice. But yeah, it was a crazy atmosphere. I'm glad I went to it. Right? Like I was questioning whether I should.
Not me.
So I was questioning whether I should go to it. But I've been watching this team forever, and it was good. I really enjoyed it.
I was initially going to stay home, but I was like watching on TV, and I was just like, I got to just at least go down there, check it out, see what everyone's doing down there.
Did you drive down there or you walked down there?
No, I walked. I took Uber to Atlanta's work, and we walked.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was
Sorry.
no, I enjoyed it. It was great. Apparently, it's the biggest celebration. They're probably going to say in sports history. The 2 million, the crowd.
Well, the 2 million is Toronto's population.
Yeah, so,
Toronto's population
Well, 2.7
was on the streets.
Yep.
Police did not expect this, because the one thing we noticed, because we were watching on TV after we went back, we noticed that there were no barricades. No barricades set up.
Yep.
It was kind of crazy. Everyone's got a little bit more respectful when the cars came through. It was like no one actually tried to like rush the buses or anything like that. But no barricades.
But which is why the parade took so long.
Yeah.
Because they have to keep on
clearing out the way for
exactly.
everyone to walk through.
You said it, Smythe. A 3-day turnaround.
Yep.
What do you expect?
Oh, yeah.
There was police presence out there, but I've seen more at different events.
Yeah. Events that have more planning.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think you said it earlier. 3 days isn't enough to plan something this large. And there were clearly some gaps, but overall...
some gaps?
No, there was, right? But overall, I think everyone did a great job. The city, the police.
Shout out to Dave.
Yep.
Shout out to Dave. We saw him down there working.
Like, it was just a great atmosphere. Everyone was professional. Everyone was good to each other.
Except for those 2 incidents, is
right?
whatever.
For the most part, but 2 million people. I'm proud of our city.
Oh, great fun, man.
Those are big words. Proud of our city.
You guys want to talk anything else on the parade? Speakers.
It's a great parade.
Yeah,
I was kind of mad that the politicians had front row.
Let's bring that up. Why was
Doug
Larry
Ford.
Tannenbaum? That's fine. He's the owner of the team. The Bell and Rogers guy, I get that too. They're owners of the team. Why was John Tory, Doug Ford, and Justin Trudeau in front of players who played every game? Fred Van
in front of Fred Van Vliet. That was
Right?
kind of annoying.
That was weak. I didn't like that at all.
I mean, we know why, but it was unfortunate that they did that.
Yeah. Drake was the final speaker.
That was weird.
I think, like you said, they ran out of time, and
he
was supposed to do songs and stuff like that, but they had to.
Get everyone out.
You could tell they were basically.
Oh, when they're trying
2 at a time.
2 at a time, big players 2 at a time.
2 things in guy.
Yeah, it was all good in the end, I guess. I would have, if I was waiting there 3-4
If I was
hours.
there and that happened,
I would
have
expect it.
Yeah.
I would expect it a lot more.
I'm not leaving. I'll just say it like that.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. They're shutting that. They're like turning the lights out or something. I'm not leaving. I'm partying in there.
I do believe because of the incident, there was some.
They rushed it for sure.
They wanted to clear the amount of people up,
Yeah.
And flood them into the streets where they are now.
but people didn't get trampled, right? So that's the idea behind it. Anyway,
yes. You guys want to take a look back
at the finals run?
Yeah, finals run, finals game.
I have a question.
Shoot.
What do you think is going to be the most remembered thing about this finals?
Put the stamp on it, the picture of this finals. There are a few things, but the one is going to be that Kawhi shot from the corner against Philly.
Philly shot?
Yeah, the Philly shot. That is there. There's also the Van Fleet laying there, blood coming from his eye.
Yeah.
That's another shot. I don't know if you guys got it anymore.
Yeah.
I say I agree with you with the 4-bounce shot. I think that shot will go down.
Mm-hmm.
That they're going to be showing that shot 20 years from now, just as part of the promotions.
Oh yeah,
for basketball, right? I think Kevin Durant getting injured is actually
the standing thing is going to be the Kevin Durant crossover that tore his Achilles will be the one thing that's going to stick out from this finals, which is unfortunate, and I'm sure we're going to...
I don't think it will stick out for this finals. It will be part of the finals. I don't know if it's going to be the headline.
I think it's going to be up there with the Raptors winning. It's also, I think, a top storyline because not because he tore it or he injured himself, but because the perception is the Warriors suddenly how do you say the word?
Subtly? I don't know.
Subtly persuaded him to go. Like these little small shots, like he's not being tough enough and all that stuff that Steve Kerr were expecting to be back and all those little things, I think...
Okay. Yeah.
That's the storyline behind it, not the actual injury itself.
Because
do you want to go Raptors win first, or do you want to go touch on this right now?
So with the Raptors win first.
Yeah.
Raptors win, then we're going to go and say it. Okay.
The reason why I want to talk about the Raptors win first is because...
We won.
No, well, that and first of all, I predicted the series in the correct number of games.
So did we all in this room. We all said 6.
Recognition.
We all said 6.
I'm just saying I got it right. I'm not saying you guys got it wrong. I'm just saying I got it right.
You only get recognition.
If nobody else did it.
If you prove
if you're alone.
No. If you prove you were right over somebody else. So if I said I think they were going to win in 5.
That's not even recognition.
That's a good point. Recognition is when I was wrong.
If we both said the Golden State Warriors would win, and you were the lone guy that said Raptors, then you get recognition.
Fine, I will take my points for that. But also, the Raptors went undefeated at Oracle in their last year.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
They shut that building down.
And you said it correctly. Not in the playoffs. The last year.
Yeah,
they didn't.
They went there in the season.
They went there in the season and won too.
They beat them by 20 in the regular season.
So they went undefeated in Oracle, which is at the time we shunned when you brought it up, Smythe.
Yeah.
In our prediction thing, we that doesn't make any difference. But now in hindsight, it's all I shouldn't say hindsight, but now it's crazy. It's a big deal now. It's something you can add to the story.
Yeah, but forget that. This is their last year at Oracle.
And the Raptors shut them down.
Yeah, the last 2 games at Oracle, we beat them both those games. The fans were super sad. Then they get a fluky win and come back to Oracle. And then we finish the series and the arena. You shut it down, move across the bay. You guys are done. Also, you're missing 2 of your all-stars for next year because you forced them to play. And you could have just
Raptors win. Anything else?
I want to talk about how the Raptors have made hundreds of thousands of new fans with this run.
Will they?
I know they have. And I questioned that earlier.
I questioned that.
But I remember talking to a friend of mine who lives in let's say a small town about 2 hours from here. And she was telling me how both of her kids are outside on the driveway playing basketball now. They never played basketball before. And all they want to do now is go play basketball.
That's true. That happened.
That's when it really clicked to me. It's like, that happened across the country.
Yeah.
Right? So, do I think that you're always going to see the numbers and the TV numbers with the Raptors? No. But will a bunch of young kids who just saw this start playing the game? Yes. Same way we started playing the game in '93 of baseball.
I agree with that because we were talking about this before. Like the same impact that Vince Carter or whatever happened.
Yeah,
is either Vince Carter, the Raptors, or Steve Nash. Whatever happened, that same impact is going to happen.
Yeah.
Now.
So that was a good thing with the win. I liked it.
For sure. Kyle Lowry basically getting redeemed, redemptioned. Because the story of him was always
in the playoffs.
He was a choker, especially at home.
Yeah.
He didn't play well at home at all. And then he showed up last game. What did he score? What did he drop in that game?
He scored like 21 in the first quarter.
Dropped 4 threes faster than they could blink. They came out there on a mission. Here's the thing, though. The Raptors were the better team going into this series.
Without KD.
KD played the whole season. We were better than them. Record-wise, head-to-head wise, we were the better team.
The reason a lot of people picked the Raptors is because KD wasn't there.
I get it. All I'm saying is...
That's what I'm just clarifying it.
KD played in the season. Beat them both times. Record-wise, our best player didn't play 22 games. And we beat them record-wise by a game. We were better than them by every sense of the word.
Lowry also didn't play 17 games.
Yep.
Our center, JV, at the time, who ended up getting traded for Gasol, missed like 16 games. We had a lot of injuries this year.
Oh, yeah. And they finished with a better record, regular season record.
Yep.
100%. Not denying that.
So, us being underdogs, at Golden State, we remember when Steph Curry was sitting in the chair, and he was like, yeah, it's good they got there one time. It'd be nice to play here. They had zero respect for this team.
Steph Curry said that?
Yes. He said always wanted to come back here and play if they ever made it. It'd be nice to play in Toronto.
How was that disrespect?
It's undermining. They thought they were better than us.
I don't think that's undermining.
I don't know how you got that from that.
I take it that he wanted to play in Toronto for a finals.
They lost the first game. They were like, oh, not a big deal. We'll just get the next one.
What do you expect them to say? Everyone says that.
We're in a dogfight. We're in a series. They got no respect. They got no respect. They were down 3-1, had to go home.
Well, they are the Warriors.
I get it. All I'm saying is that I feel like they didn't even read the scouting report on this team. So they got beat horribly, I thought.
Well, I do agree with him on the fact with Pascal Siakam. They were completely surprised at what he did in Game 1, and they shouldn't have.
And they shut him down.
They did.
Yes, and they shut him. They respected him from the beginning.
But no, they didn't, because in Game 1 they did.
When they saw when it happened in Game 1, and then they came back and we need to stop this guy.
Okay,
Do you think that's too late though?
No.
The question is since Pascal was playing so well for the first two playoff series, first three, how come they didn't pay him that respect in Game 1? I understand what you're saying.
Because Pascal Siakam, a guy who basically started starting this year.
That's his argument.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I agree with him.
Pascal Siakam
I
dropped 32 points.
I know, but what I'm saying is he's about to win an award for being most improved.
Yeah.
He's about to win an award.
Yeah.
How did Golden State not know that he is a target you have to figure out? He's their second leading scorer. So he goes off at 32 because you're not watching him at all, and you're like, oh, this guy's good.
You guys are only talking about one game.
He played well. He averaged 20 in the series, so you can't say he didn't play good the rest of the series. You can say they were surprised in Game 1. That should be unacceptable if you're in the NBA
They
Finals.
only dropped 12 the next game. They shut him down.
One game, he averaged 20. So you can say what you want about it, but it's not like his stats, he disappeared. He played well during the series.
I mean, he scored, but to say he scored 32 in the first game, and then I don't think he scored above 20 till Game 6.
He averaged 20. So you take all of his numbers.
If he averaged 20, you have to score more.
He played good. He
didn't score anything above 20 until Game 6. He scored 32 that game, and he didn't score anything else above 20.
He would have had to be in the high teens, though, right?
Yeah.
18 one game, 12 another game, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he didn't score. I'm just saying they figured him out. Right away they saw it was oh, we need to stop this guy.
Okay,
they figured him out right away. I don't know if that's respect or anything. I would think the same thing. It's a young guy. He's a young guy. And what did he do? What did he do in the previous series? Nothing. Siakam.
Look at his numbers. He played well.
In the Bucks series, when he had to guard Giannis? No.
He played well.
I'm not saying he didn't play well.
Right. So then what are you saying? You're saying he's not good? I don't understand. All I'm saying is that you can't go into the NBA Finals game and not know the second leading scorer can score points.
I think you're overstating it a bit.
And then Fred VanVleet triple daggers them in the fourth quarter of Game 6.
That's because Steph Curry was guarding him.
That they didn't anticipate that. They couldn't cover him. They couldn't. He was playing out of it. He was literally playing out of his mind.
He was hitting everything.
He was literally playing out of his mind. If it was me again, I'd be like, if he's gonna hit it, he's gonna hit it. There's nothing I could do about that.
Well, they had to make a choice: double Kawhi or not to double Kawhi.
Right.
They did double Kawhi, and then they started clamping down Siakam. And they were double teaming Kawhi sometimes in the post.
They were double teaming our best players.
Yes,
which means it wasn't a lack of respect for our role players, but it was to dare our role players to step up.
And you got to understand,
every game, one of our role players did,
and their best defender was out.
Yeah.
Their best defender out. They're in trouble right off the hop. So they're relying on other guys to try and defend them.
And
they pick
and rolled.
Yeah.
Cousins to death.
Oh my goodness, you're that guy.
Oh my god, he's not getting his contract.
You know what? I felt bad for Cousins because
he had to come back. It was the ACL, the first injury, and then the calf, the second injury, and he came back. I thought he wasn't going to be a non-factor completely in that series,
but they had to depend on him because there's no healthy.
Until was it Game 2?
Yeah,
he played well. Yeah, and then he played well.
Played well in game 2. Played well in game 6 and 7, 5 and 6. I mean,
Yeah, but
then Lowry was destroyed.
Defend. That was the problem.
He's hobbled. What do you want from the guy?
I'm just saying. He
Yeah,
couldn't defend.
I mean, the scoring is scoring. You can score. You know, you always know, but you can't move around. For what he had to do for that team to win, he had to
be old DeMarcus Cousins.
No, not old DeMarcus Cousins. He had to be better than DeMarcus Cousins to win that series.
That's a good point.
And then you had Looney, who had the chest contusion or whatever. First, I heard broken collarbone.
Kawhi elbowed him in the chest, and that was it.
And he was, I think it was game 5. He was wincing the whole game. Like he said, it was hard to breathe and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I mean, the Raptors beat those guys up. But
well, they were already beaten up. They were already beaten up.
That Golden State medical staff didn't do that team any favors.
Yeah, well,
Kevon Looney should have been playing. Kevin Durant should have been playing. I'll give them Klay Thompson.
Well, Looney was the one they said he couldn't get any worse.
Well, no. With Klay Thompson, I would argue that they are responsible somewhat for that as well.
I think so,
right? Because
Klay Thompson,
his knee gave out, right? But he had a was it a hamstring injury? Hamstring injury in the same leg. Your body compensates. Yeah. Right? That's what your body.
Did you see how he came down on his leg?
That's my point. Is your body compensates, right? So obviously his body was compensating for his injured hamstring, right? Things are connected. That's all I'm saying.
And again, the doctor's report says both Kevin Durant and Thompson both freak accidents.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Of course that's what the report says from Golden State.
So they're lying to you?
The Golden State one, 100% for sure, he shouldn't have been on the court. No question.
Who should have been on the court?
Kevin Durant.
Let me tell you,
because
no one believes Golden State Warriors with their Kevin Durant story. No one. I have not seen.
That's not true. No one believes. That's fine if you guys don't believe it, but that's not true that no one believes it.
Everyone doesn't believe it.
Name me a legitimate reporter who doesn't believe that Golden State.
Stephen A. Smith.
Huh?
Stephen A. Smith says he does not believe that.
Cares what Stephen A.
Oh, you asked before. You asked
yeah,
before.
You're right. You're right. You win.
He said no. He said.
I've heard Stephen A. Smith on this.
No, he did. He did say that both those injuries were completely separate because that's what the doctors are saying. He's saying he's not a doctor. The doctor is saying those two are, and it's a freak accident.
He's saying he won't make the accusation.
Yes, he will not make the accusation that they lied to him because that's what a lot of people are saying, that they lied to Kevin Durant and said you'll be fine, go out there and play.
Oh, I don't think they lied to him. Okay, so let me be clear. I don't think they lied to him. I think that they did not do a proper diagnosis.
That's tough saying.
I didn't think they did that.
That's tough. So what are you saying? They just gave him the once over and said, "Yeah, go ahead."
No, I think they misdiagnosed him. It happens. I mean, it's not the end of the world. People can be misdiagnosed. That is why you usually get second opinions, right? That's all I'm saying. They misdiagnosed him.
Now, just for clarification, most of the doctors are saying it was a freak accident. This is what most doctors are saying. It was a freak accident. Now people are speculating.
Golden State doctors say that.
No, it's actually I've listened to a lot of shows and they're saying it's separate.
I've been listening to a lot of different, and what they're saying is that he should not have been on the court by any circumstance.
There's a lot of players that said that. Kendrick Perkins.
They should have told him. Because the ultimate choice, really, once the team says, "Hey, that Cavs good enough for you to play," it's up to Kevin Durant. Right? Yeah. But Kevin Durant has an agent. Kevin Durant has friends, family, teammates, coaches, everyone that's looking out for his well-being.
What I've been told is it goes three things. It's doctors can say no, the coach can say no, the player can say no.
Right.
Those are three things. And when I say doctor, I mean also team and stuff like that too. So remember when Klay Thompson got hurt game 2?
Yep.
Game 2, and he sat out game 3?
Yeah.
It was the doctor said he can play. He said he wanted to play. Kerr said you're not playing.
Yeah.
And so he sat out. Now the Kevin Durant thing is, again, what they're saying is he was fine. Because you saw him back there dancing and stuff like that. He was fine. It was a freak accident that the Achilles just snapped.
Do you actually believe it was a freak accident?
I
don't.
I do. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
So, I'm not a doctor. I'm going off what they say.
From what I'm hearing is...
And now Kevin... And even... Because if it wasn't Achilles, if he did hurt his Achilles the first time, he would have not played.
Of course not.
He definitely would not have been out there.
They said they didn't... It was a partial tear. And
of what?
Of his Achilles.
No, of the calf. That's what they said. They said the calf.
I'm not saying that's what they said. Right? A lot of people are saying what it actually was a partial tear, like a micro tear in the Achilles. Right? And they said there's a small percentage of a chance of a micro tear forming into a full-on tear. Right? So
You saw someone say that? I haven't seen that. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Right? At the end of the day, the only people that know is Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors.
No, he put it out.
His doctors, everyone else. But what?
So I mean, the Golden State Warriors.
Kevin Durant did put it out. Sarah said yes. He said he wanted to play.
Yeah, for sure.
He put this out there.
He 100% wanted to play. So from what I hear, doctors can clear you to play, but they'll never advise you whether to play or not to play.
They can't say it. They'll give you what they found.
Yes,
there's a risk and
there's the risk, whatever. They cannot say you can't play. They can say you're injured.
What do you think about all the little things they were saying in the media? All the little things they were letting leak in the media.
They can say whatever they want in the media.
Doctors don't write that stuff.
No.
I'm talking about that all the players are questioning his toughness.
Who said that?
A lot of people.
The player said that? I don't remember one. I don't remember one player saying that.
Those were the reports.
Oh, okay.
And at one point, the Golden State, the organization, shut any of it down. They let it all exist in the social media world, right?
I believe
they could have easily went out and said, "We are not letting Kevin Durant play."
That's
all it would have taken.
They could have said
They
that.
didn't choose to do that. To me, that says a lot.
Do you not believe that everybody in that organization, including Kevin Durant, wanted to play?
Yeah,
that's not the point.
But yeah, my problem is that you know what kind of injury that is. You know his contract situation. The best thing for
situation mute because he's gonna get paid regardless.
The best thing for that guy for his career is him not to play. A, he's not healthy. B, you're already down 3-1. You can't ruin your reputation by sitting. It's not going to hurt his legacy by him not playing.
So wait, here's the question: if they were up 3-1, would he have played?
No.
Sorry, if it was up 3-1?
Yeah.
No, they would not play. No.
Then that answers your question.
And
I don't think it does because they weren't up 3-1.
No,
they weren't up 3-1.
What I'm saying is they brought him out there because they thought they were going to lose without.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why he wanted to play. Right. That's exactly why he wanted to play.
A good reason to put him on the court. That is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't have done it if they were up, then you shouldn't have done it when they were down.
I think that's a flawed
way of looking at it. They sacrificed him. He lost a year in his prime. He literally lost it.
No, I know. It's not they sacrificed him. They all sacrificed him.
No, because
Kevin Durant was part of the decision.
No, you can't say they did it. No, he's part of the. He's part of the equation.
The player's going to want to play all the time. Okay,
but he knows the risk.
The people around him should tell him. They're responsible for saying, "Hey, man, you sit down." If that he was on the Spurs, if that was Greg Popovich, he would you sit down.
Really?
Yes.
100%. Really? The Spurs would say that? 100%?
100%.
The Spurs would say that 100%? 100% they would say that.
After the Kawhi thing, I don't know. You could say that.
100%.
100% they would say that.
Yes.
Because that's why Kawhi left.
Kawhi left because they wanted to play.
Oh, because he said
months into his hamstring injury.
Because Kawhi said he wasn't healthy, and that's why he left. So you can't sit. So the Spurs are the bad example.
No, the Spurs don't let any guys all the time are sitting when they're.
Kawhi said he couldn't play.
Oh, I get it, but Kawhi had 6 months. I understand that.
The player said he couldn't play.
Yes, I get the situation.
The parallels between the two
are crazy.
It's crazy. Because Kawhi said, "Listen, something doesn't feel right."
Yes,
and that's what the Spurs couldn't get over. When they looked at the charts and the
doctors
pictures,
and this and that,
they were all saying it looks fine. But he said something doesn't feel right. That's all that was keeping Kawhi out, and that's what bothered the Spurs, right? But the Spurs also took shots at him through the media.
Which Popovich did apologize after.
Yeah, and the same thing that Golden State was doing to Kevin Durant. The difference was, unfortunately, Kevin Durant succumbed to that pressure, that external pressure.
I mean, Kawhi played 9 games. Kevin Durant lasted 12 minutes. Do you not think Kevin Durant's injury... Because I think Kawhi Leonard has a debilitating... Like, an injury that as time goes, like, you know, something that... It just...
Who?
Kawhi. I think Kawhi is saying that as you're playing games, you have to rest because it just it acts up. And I think it's not going to go away because he was hobbling during his playoff run. He was hobbling.
He was the entire playoff run.
Yeah. But apparently it was a quad.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know what it is.
But what he hurt was a calf, I think.
No. Kawhi.
What did he hurt? What did he hurt in the Spurs?
Kawhi?
It was his calf. No, it was his calf. In the Spurs, it was his calf.
Calf, and it was a quad injury that he got hurt from.
Whatever, but all I'm saying is that he looks like he can't go a full season. That's what I'm saying.
Between Benny and Smythe, they should open up their own practice.
Kawhi can't go 82, right? That's what we know right now from him. He can't go 82.
No, we don't know if he can go 82.
No, he said he can't go 82, and they managed him like he can't go 82 because
they managed him coming off the injury, and he said that was fantastic for his career. Whatever. The point is he believed it. That's the point is he believes it.
He believed it. He took his second opinion and decided, you know what? I'm not feeling right. My problem with the Warriors is what they did in the media, and they should have told Kevin Durant, "I know you want to go play.
Well, okay,
but you should not."
To be fair, they're not the media. They didn't put it out there. But like you said, they didn't squash it either. They didn't squash it either.
Exactly. All it takes is Steve Kerr. They were playing every other day. All it would take is because he was asked every single day about it.
He's not coming back.
He's not coming back. That would have ended the entire conversation.
Now I heard. I think it was. I can't remember what it was. Primetime Sports or First Take. I can't remember what it was. But what they said is, the Golden State Warriors wanted to play. Kevin Durant wants to play.
Yeah, of course.
And all these people want him to play. They're part of the decision making. That could lead to a dangerous mix of get out there and play. They should have maybe gotten somebody else in on the mix who didn't have something to give.
Where the hell was his agent?
That's what I'm saying. There's people in
Where
there
was
that
his agent?
should be looking out for his
Kendrick
best
Perkins
agents.
went to his face and said, "Do not
Don't
play." Kendrick Perkins. I don't know if you heard any of Kendrick Perkins speaking.
I heard.
He was mad.
Yeah, furious.
Legit mad. He's in the same boat you guys are in, where he's saying he should not have played. He should not have been out there. Mm-hmm. And he's mad, but I think he's taking a little step forward and saying almost that they lied to him type thing. Like that's what he's.
I don't think they lied to him because they legally can't lie to him. But I think they should be looking out for him, and they didn't look out for him because the doctor said, "Oh, well, if it's your calf is okay." That's what they said. You know what? I don't know what they said. I'm saying they probably went along the lines of that, and he went out there.
Well, some people say now that the overreaction of Thompson when he fell.
No, Clay tore his ACL.
Oh yeah, tore his ACL. Well, remember he was jumping around. He's running around. Everyone's like, "Oh, he looks fine to me."
Yeah, you can run and jump on that.
And everyone, I think it was Mark Jackson on the broadcast. He's like, "Oh, they probably they're not going to let this happen twice, so that's why they took him out." It turned out he tore his ACL. But
Clay Thompson's father told him he's not coming back on the court.
No, what did he say? He said something about, "Did you hear a pop? Did you hear a pop? Did you hear a pop?" Yeah.
And then they said, do a proper check on him. I had no problem with Klay Thompson coming back out to shoot those free throws. I thought that was pretty gutsy of him, and it's just shooting free throws.
Yeah.
Right? But they made sure. And they double checked.
They're not trying to have that problem.
With Kevin Durant, I honestly, like I said, I don't think they lied. I don't think an organization would lie. But I think they misdiagnosed him. That's it. And frankly, that's just as bad.
I do believe you. I think I said this in a group chat when we were talking. I was like, if it was a regular season, because he only had one practice with the end of the bench guys.
Yeah. And if
it was the end of the season, they would have taken their time bringing him back.
Dwayne, like we said earlier, if they were up 3-1, he wouldn't have played. I don't understand how
the difference in being down 3-1.
Yeah, I don't understand how you don't agree with that.
My other gripe is that he played 5 minutes. They took him out.
Ice his knee. Or ice his leg, sorry.
For 2 whistles.
His Achilles. They iced. Watch the video where they're icing it.
The lower part of the calf.
Yeah.
No, it's the lower part of the calf they're icing. But and again, and this is another doctor's thing. I heard someone say this on another show. Icing it was the wrong thing because now he went out there. It was warmed up. His muscles are warmed up, and now you're cooling it back down.
Yep.
You know what? It's already partially just going to hurt again eventually.
But you cool it back down and went back out.
In 12 minutes, Kevin Durant played 11. This guy's coming off an injury. Right? When Cousins came back from his injury, what did he play? 3-4 minutes, sits down for 15, 20.
There was no minute restriction. I heard Ramona Shelburne say the same thing. She's like, they came out with no minute restriction.
What is that?
That was another red flag.
Logical at all?
Like, I mean, all the signs are pointing towards something was off.
Yep.
Right? And that's all I'm saying. And I think Golden State has hurt themselves, and they are going to be looked at as an organization, maybe not necessarily to trust anymore.
Well, they have to kind of like
rebuild,
mend this now.
Yeah.
Sorry. What I'm saying is, hang on. What I'm saying is, I believe the doctors. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. These are reports I'm hearing. This is what I'm being told, and
that's fair.
I'm just like, okay, I'm going to believe it until someone tells me different. Yeah. The doctors say it was a freak accident that happened.
But they're going to say that. What do you want them to say?
I'm hearing other shows, not necessarily Golden State Warriors doctors, but
like, you know.
Sorry, you're going to say something.
My last point is that when Kevin Durant came out, he was a set shooter, right? He knocked down 3 threes
easily.
The second Kevin Durant made a basketball move, the second he put the ball on the floor, Serge Ibaka comes out, baby food, right?
Yeah.
Second he comes out, boom, injury. It completely points to there's no way that guy should be on the court.
You cannot.
No way.
I refuse to believe that was coincidence.
That's fine.
Refuse.
Well, it's happened to 2 players, so now you really can't. And I get it's the NBA Finals,
flat out refused.
But you just won 2 of them.
That doesn't matter. You still want to win.
I don't know, man. Like, I watched Clay, because Clay's thighs out. He's out for a game, right? What are they putting cortisone shots over to get him already for the games to get him to play, right? He's not even feeling that.
Well, they're doing the same. They're doing the same thing to Lowry too. They're putting cortisone shots.
Yeah, but it's
hand.
different. That was his hand.
Well, it's his hand. If something seriously happened to his hand, he could miss. He could miss here too.
Then he wouldn't have been playing. I can tell you this: the Raptors would not have let him play. No.
I don't want to vilify Golden State like that and say whatever. But I will say what they did to those guys was because Kevin
It's
Looney,
almost the same.
That's 3 players on the team
Yeah.
that arguably shouldn't be on the court that they're
Arguably.
pushing out there trying to win this championship that they weren't going to win because they thought they were better
Well, with all
than
the
the
injuries,
Raptors.
with all the injuries, yeah, they weren't going to win it.
So just lose.
That-
Don't risk people's careers.
I don't know, man. To say just lose in a competitive you would think these guys are the top of
Kevin
the heap when it
Durant will
comes to
get paid.
100%.
What about Looney?
Will Clay.
That's a question. No, Looney would be fine. Looney would be fine.
My point is, what if he hurt himself even worse and he had to be out for an entire year?
Well, the doctor said he couldn't hurt anymore, and he didn't.
Remember Isaiah Thomas?
And he didn't.
Oh,
What happened to Isaiah Thomas? Well, apparently he wasn't going to get paid anyway.
Isaiah Thomas was going to get paid $100 million.
He was not going to get paid 100. Not by the Celtics.
Casey, the GM, would have paid Isaiah Thomas and lost his job the next day.
Not by the Celtics.
I am not saying I would have paid him. All I'm saying,
Hey, who's going to pay him?
Yeah.
Not the Celtics.
dude, he was one of the best point guards.
He was a great point guard
NBA
that-
that year.
For that 1 year.
Yeah, he was great. that year.
going. How many times have we seen players get one good year
And they get money.
get paid?
Bismack
It
Biyombo?
happens all the time.
He
in
would
the
have got
NBA.
paid $100 million. I don't know.
Who paid Bismack Biyombo? Not the Raptors.
Fire.
It's that other team. He's like, Leo, let him go. You could pay him. We're not going to pay
But
him.
that's my point. He would have got his money. Some desperate team
Maybe.
would have
paid
gave him
Maybe.
his money.
Maybe. You might be right.
You know what? Yeah. I would ride that.
$100 million isn't that much. It's only $20 million a year.
Like, hey, it's great for him. What's he getting now?
But I'm
He's
talking
not gonna
about-
get that now.
I'm talking about NBA salaries.
Yeah.
It really wasn't that much.
He's not going to get that now.
Oh, that guy's making minimum now.
Yeah.
So, anything you want to speak on Curry? Because a lot of talk has been around like he can't pull it off in the last
The
season.
guy was by himself.
It's dumb.
It was
It's dumb.
nonsense.
It's a dumb
Now,
nonsense.
here's the
Max
thing.
Kellerman's leading this charge.
Here's what I hate about
Kellerman's
this.
an idiot.
You know what I
Yes,
hate
Half
about
those people on ESPN.
I'm going to give you my favorite Steph Curry knock. Okay, when Golden State's down and they need a clutch shot, Steph Curry's always taking a 3. Did you watch Steph Curry this series?
But that's what he does.
Did you see him going to the basket? Did you see him knocking down floaters?
But that's what he does. He can't go to the basket.
Listen, Steph Curry played fantastic when they ran him off the 3-point line. And I don't understand, if you're down 1, why is he setting up to take a 3-point shot? It's further from the basket. You could.
That's what he does.
But if you have a
The
guy
greatest shooter in NBA history, and you're
Okay,
mad that he's taking
but
3-point
0
shots?
for 8 in
His-
clutch shooting.
His
So
point is
I don't know about that.
Steph Curry can get to the basket easily.
Not easily, because they're triple teaming him. They were triple teaming him.
But when they were, all
were
I'm saying,
triple teaming
yeah. But
him.
what I'm saying is, like, first of all, he averaged 30 points in the finals. He played fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything
Yeah,
else,
yeah, 100%.
They ran off 3-point line every shot chance they
Yes.
could get. He was making twos, layups, floaters. He played fantastic. The game's on the line. You're down 1 point. You just need a hoop. Why are we setting up Steph to take
That's what he
a
does.
3?
That's what he does.
But he misses every single one. So if that's what he does, it clearly doesn't work. When you're 0 for 8, if you hit 1 or 2, you could possibly create a bit of an argument. He now has hit 0 shots inside 20 seconds when it matters. Why is he, and they're all 3s, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Why does he have to take a 3 there?
because that's what he does. It's like you're getting mad for like Shaq setting up for
What you're saying
a
is
post
he
up.
has to take it, he has to miss, they have to lose every time.
If it's
a close
there,
game.
it's there.
It's,
That's
but,
what I'm saying. If it's there, it's there.
But
And most of the time, they're going to set it up for a
a
shot.
2 or a layup could be there too, and they're easier shots to make.
There's
That's
more
all I'm
enough.
saying.
There's more than enough time on the clock for him to get a better shot.
So let's say, for example, this. You
Yeah.
run a play where he runs down to the basket. He tries to get a layup. Now they triple team him. And he has to kick it out to who?
Anybody. How do they win game 2? How do they win game 2?
Andre Iguodala
It's not
hit
like
a miracle
they,
3.
They did it. In
Hit a
game 2.
miracle 3 who
But-
did it. Who hit that? That was his first 3-point shot he hit in the game.
Iguodala had 25 in that last game. All I'm saying is that you get the ball in Steph Curry's hands
But it's an easy. It's
with
okay,
time.
whatever. I'm
And
not
you
gonna
can
argue
do
his
anything
right
else
for it.
but shoot a 3 up.
I don't
He
want to
jacks
take
up a
anything
3.
away from Steph Curry. He played an incredible series against
You know who's playing
incredible
better?
odds.
Clay Thompson was playing better than he was.
Klay
Thompson was
Thompson.
fantastic.
played
Clay,
incredible
if he was healthy
If Klay
and they
Thompson
won,
and
he would have
Steph
got
Curry
MVP.
were playing into, or if Klay Thompson and Cousins were fully healthy, it would have been an even series, in my opinion. I actually would not know who would have won that series.
And Kevin Durant.
No, once Kevin Durant was in the game,
That's over.
no
It's
Raptors
over.
were going to lose. I love the Raptors, but you
They're gonna
saw
lose.
in the first quarter of the 10 minutes the guy played.
They
I
weren't
don't think
up
he
by
missed
lot,
a shot.
though. They weren't up by a lot. It wasn't like they
but
were
he
getting
didn't miss a
blown
shot.
out.
He didn't miss a shot.
I get it.
And nobody could guard it.
But they weren't getting blown. He was shooting 3s. He was just taking open.
But he...
I get it. But you add to if you add him like yeah,
Casey is lateral where he couldn't even get a word out.
I get it.
Like, they're so... Like, when I saw Kevin Durant on the team, like, hitting the 3 over and over again, I was like,
Oh, damn it.
this team is not fair.
Yeah. But yes, that's the entire point. They are not fair. We never got to see the super team.
I'm mad.
Right? To be honest, we virtually saw 0 games of that super duper team that we were promised.
I'm mad.
When
No, well, we did. They did. Remember that there was
but
there was
Cousins
that
was coming back from a torn
Yeah, there was that
right?
spurt where he's running, and remember he had an interview on ESPN. We got that. I think it was like 3 games or something like that. 3 games of that super duper team.
Like it could have been Megatron,
and then we'll never see it.
Never see it.
Kevin Durant's gone. Cousins is going to be gone.
We might see it somewhere else.
Klay Thompson will probably re-sign.
So you're going to say Warriors?
Yeah.
You're signing Klay Thompson?
This is for them. I don't know if they care about the money, but this is the year you get under the luxury tax. If there is a year you ever get under it.
So if they sign them both to the max,
they're done.
Apparently they're going $300 million for
who?
Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant.
Well, they're not. Well, so this was a question where I was talking to you earlier about Kevin Durant is a player option that he's opting
Which
out,
he's probably
correct?
not that.
Yeah.
If he opts out, then he can sign. Then he can sign back if he wants to.
But Kevin Durant always signs these 1-year.
Yeah.
deals.
He's getting paid this year. He's getting. My sources tell me he's probably gonna get paid.
My
this time.
sources tell me
he's probably
it's
gonna
time.
get paid this time.
It's time to make some.
My question is,
Because he doesn't know what he's gonna be like when he comes back. So he's
Gotta take the money.
gonna take the
He's
money.
a LeBron
Makes
James
sense.
it. He's a LeBron it.
He's taking the money
I don't think Kevin Durant's resigning.
with Golden State Warriors.
I don't think he was before.
He was ready. He was ready to go.
Yeah, I don't like. I just don't think he's resigning. Period.
And whoever was going to sign before is telling him it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. It's just
So think
another
about this. Okay, so you guys think Klay Thompson's gonna be signed? No problem.
No, I think Clay's thinking of leaving too.
No, he's not leaving. He's not leaving.
I thought Klay was going to stay.
He's staying. Klay Thompson's not. Apparently, what he's thinking is, and this is Stephen A. Smith saying this, so take it whatever we want to take it. He says Klay Thompson, he wants to stay, and he better be the first person to be re-signed. And an hour better not go past
Without him having his deal.
without having his deal.
And he wants his deal to be the max.
It better
Yes,
be the max.
it better be the max. That's basically what he's saying. It better be the max. Don't negotiate with me. It better be the max.
messed up is Clay's already had a max deal.
So,
No, you know what I'm saying?
So-
Clay already got max. So for him to say he wants max again is a little bit selfish, but whatever. We'll just keep on going.
No, the reason Steph Curry didn't get max on his first.
Because he was hurt and he signed a
Exactly.
13 year. He signed his regular contract.
Exactly. So that's
because
different.
right now he's getting paid $18 million.
Klay
Thompson.
So if Golden State decides they don't want to pay him, which I don't see why they would,
Max sucked 5 years ago.
right?
Yeah. Here's my thing.
They're getting him back.
No, but this is the year you can get under the tax by just not signing those guys. I'm not sure
Are you going to do that if you're going to say Warriors? You're
Well,
just
they're
moving
not-
into a new building. You
Yeah,
need more
I know,
money.
I know.
You're not going to sign them. So they're signing them. So I think they're signing Klay Thompson.
And that's a great core to build around.
Yeah.
Those two players. the
So
splash brothers.
what's Kevin Durant going to do now? This is fascinating to me now. This is
I was
so
saying-
fascinating to
I
me
was
now.
saying he should re-up with Golden State. He should
And
take
take
his
that
player
year,
option
take his money
and
and
take
just not
the
do
money and
nothing.
not play.
Would you just
not
opt
play.
out and let them pay you Supermax? They can pay him Supermax.
Yeah, but that means he has to sign for 5 years.
Yes.
He has to stay.
He's not signing for 5 years. We know Kevin.
These are
Durant.
all things that's
Kevin
Okay, where's-
Durant
okay.
was signing for 5 years regardless.
Okay,
no matter
now,
where he went.
okay,
He was
think about
signing
this
for
now.
5 years.
Where's he going to go?
Anyone will take him.
Anyone will still take.
No. Where's he going to go? Where's he going to win?
Oh, wait.
It's not New York.
I don't think.
I don't know if he wants to win.
I don't think he cares about winning.
Yeah.
I think. He
Whoa.
won.
I think he does care about winning.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Sorry, when I say care about winning, I mean I think he wants the world to know that he was the reason that Golden State team won.
He was. I think they know that.
But
it's.
they still question him.
I don't think they question him. No, what they say. What I think they do
They
is.
say he joined a 73 win team.
Okay.
Right? They question.
That's just you questioning. No, I'm joking.
Right? I think he wants to do what Kyrie did, right? And try to prove he could carry a team to a
We
championship.
saw
on
that
his own.
happen with Kyrie. Why would you want
Well,
that?
Kyrie is not Kevin Durant. Mind you, New York, who's on New York?
Nobody. So we'll kind of get into the free agency stuff. So what happened with AD? He went to Los Angeles. Now the rumor. Okay, I shouldn't say. Okay, there was a rumor. There was some talk going around that they were going to give up. Knicks were going to give up the third pick for AD.
Yeah.
Apparently, they were out in the deal.
Yeah.
They were seeing what the Lakers were giving up, and they just said, "Forget it, we're out." I guess we can. Okay, whatever. So the whole plan was Kyrie Irving and KD going to the Knicks
Yeah.
with possibly AD. Now, the rumor is now because Kyrie Irving signed with Rock Nation,
Yeah. He's going
he's going to the Nets. So Kevin Durant will be going to the Knicks by himself?
Or he's going to the Nets. The Nets have him targeted too.
I guess that's a possibility.
The Nets made some trades to free up cap space.
Yeah, they have some room for two.
Players. Right?
Now, if you're Kevin Durant, will you want to rehab in a place you know or a place you don't know? You know the Golden State Warriors. You know there's teammates around.
Yeah, they know. They just
does he believe that though? Does he believe that?
Yeah,
I think
I was watching,
and I'll give ESPN credit for this. I was watching Windhurst.
Yeah, Brian Windhurst.
Yeah, and they were talking about his Instagram tweet or whatever the hell.
Yeah, the post. Yeah,
right. Post. Sorry. And they mentioned how he didn't say anything about the Warriors organization in that post.
What do you want to say?
He mentioned his teammates.
Yeah.
Dubs Nation, bro.
He didn't mention anything about the Warriors organization or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much there is to read into that, but I have to admit, I don't think he's going back.
Did you see the post I put on about Jay Williams?
Yeah.
On the Get Up?
Yeah.
On Get Up. So Jay Williams does a show with Kevin Durant and stuff like that, and he says he's angry at the Warriors too as well. Saying what you guys are saying too, that they're misdiagnosed and they forced them on and all that stuff like that.
It's not just us and Jay Williams.
No, I know. There's this groundswell of that. I know that. I'm not.
But you know what? What we're not thinking about is this is going to usher in a whole new era for agents and basketball players with the league. Do you know how many things? Because remember, we just lost 2 perennial players.
It's not new.
No. These are players that arguably should have been on the court. So now you're going to hear agents. There's going to be a whole new thing now. Insurance, all that stuff's going to be in the
No, it's not new. It's not new.
What Kawhi Leonard did, you're going to see much more often.
Yeah, they already do it.
Because now, Kawhi, I think, was one of the first who.
No, they already do that.
No one's ever forced to trade because of the medical.
Oh, force a trade? No,
Yeah.
I'm saying I thought you were talking about get a second opinion by their own doctors.
No, getting a second opinion is one thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm sorry, that's why I thought you
I've
were
never
going.
seen anyone sit out the entire year based off of the second opinion.
Right?
No, I haven't either.
Now,
You're gonna
if someone says don't play it, guys aren't playing.
No one is going to trust the team doctors now.
It can also go in the other direction.
How so?
People really trust the team.
Chris Bosh got a second, third, fourth opinion. Still wouldn't play.
Yeah, but no, Chris Bosh is totally
I know. I'm just saying it can go. It can go in the other
Chris
direction.
Bosh is like he would drop dead on the court in the middle of the floor. They didn't let him play though, right?
No, hang on.
This is a threatening injury. You can't play.
They were scared he's going to drop dead. There was no other doctor said
but that's
he's
the
fine.
point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's a percentage.
Yeah.
There's a chance this could happen.
And they're looking out for your life. Hey man, we're looking out for you.
But
you
other doctors said,
play.
He went to many doctors and they said he's fine. You're fine. But the NBA doctors,
they didn't say he's fine. They said there is a small likelihood that it could happen.
No, NBA doctor said that.
His own doctor said that.
Yeah.
It was a very small likelihood. It
He's
could
never
happen.
100% because the blood clots are always going to be there. All I'm saying
That's
is
what he has. I mean, that's not going away.
Yeah, they looked.
He's
out,
retired now, so it's
they
whatever.
looked out for him.
Yeah,
Kevin Durant's people didn't. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think they didn't, but okay, whatever. You guys believe Kevin Durant's people didn't. Okay, that's fair. I'm not gonna go back and argue with that. But oh jeez, I can't remember where I was going with this. So KD, you guys don't. Where is he gonna go then? If he's not going to sign, if you guys don't believe he's going to go back to Golden State,
with the injury,
where could he go?
So
I think 29 other teams would sign him.
100%. I'm not. That's not the debate.
You think where is logically?
Where's logically can he go? Where can he?
He's looking at Brooklyn. I think those are still his options. Okay. Mm-hmm. And
he's going to Knicks by himself though.
I don't. The problem is because he's going to the Knicks. Maybe it's not the Knicks. Maybe it's Brooklyn now. So Brooklyn's a front runner, right? You're still in the same area. It's not like you're going.
Maybe
elsewhere.
it's the Clips.
No, he's not going to the Clippers.
Why not?
No one goes to the Clippers. It's one of those things.
Apparently, Jimmy Butler's going to the Clippers.
Well, Jimmy Butler would be great in the Clippers.
Jimmy Butler's not a superstar, though.
Yeah, I kind of hope he does.
Him and KD together?
Oh.
That's fine. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying he's
And
not
now, anyone, like, say, if he goes to Brooklyn, now Kyrie's got to throw a year of his career away and not win.
Well, if he's going to Brooklyn now, what's he going to do there? Because they're not signing D'Angelo Russell.
Brooklyn
has a decent team.
made the playoffs.
Yeah. I get it,
They're not going to lose anyone.
Yeah, hold on.
Who are they going to lose?
The counter to that. Without Kyrie Irving, the Boston Celtics made the conference finals and almost won. Yeah. With him, they couldn't even get to the conference finals. That's the counter to that. So he might go to the Brooklyn Nets and completely destroy them.
You're replacing D'Angelo Russell, an all-star, with Kyrie Irving, a perennial all-star, but still an all-star nonetheless. I don't think he makes your team that much better if he comes by himself.
You bring up a good point. If he blows up this team, let's say he goes to New Jersey. Let's say he goes to Brooklyn, right? And things don't go well. What does that say about him?
What we all thought.
Well, I think right now there's a two thoughts.
There's a two.
There's the Boston screwed this up, and Kyrie is just difficult.
Before
my counter to the counter is Did he want to go to Boston?
No.
Traded him. That's true. He didn't choose that place. He went to New York. My thing is always before LeBron went back to Cleveland. What was Kyrie Irving?
A perennial loser. He's a Kevin Love.
I hate when you guys do that.
Well, LeBron James came.
I hate when you guys do that.
LeBron James turned him into a championship caliber
Who
team.
was on that team with him? Name me the second best player on that team with him.
I get it.
I couldn't name you that.
Exactly.
D'Angelo Russell.
I
took
hate
his
when you
team
guys
to the
do
playoffs.
that. Was he not a good player?
Yeah, he's a good player.
Was he not one of the best? Did he make All-Star teams?
He's Kemba Walker.
I'm going to say he's Kemba Walker because he made All-Star teams.
Kemba Walker.
Every NBA player, he's every NBA player's favorite player.
Yeah, Kemba Walker.
Kyrie Irving, not Kemba. That's not Kemba Walker. He's way better than Kemba Walker.
Same guy.
No, you're saying results. He's not the same player.
Hey, I don't know.
He's not the same player. You're talking about results. He's not the same player.
Judge guys based on results. All I'm saying is without anyone else, he doesn't go to the
Okay, but
and it's fine.
Not everyone's LeBron James.
I get your point. I do. All I'm saying is that you give him LeBron James, goes to 4 straight finals. He no longer has LeBron James. He can't get out of the second round.
Give him LeBron James.
Maybe he's a guy that's not better in the second round. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's not a championship caliber player. He's a scoring point guard. How far are those guys going to the playoffs usually?
You need a scoring point guard. Oh, you mean when the point guard is your leading scorer?
Yeah, you said it. This is your quote. I'm asking you to give me your quote now.
Curry. Curry.
Curry's the only, but Curry's sitting with perennial superstars.
Yeah.
He won 1 championship without Kevin Durant, and he beat a crippled Cleveland team.
Crippled.
So now, how good were those guys? I don't know, man. I love this league. It's all my favorite. I love this.
There's no off season. Literally, the minute they won, the Raptors won. News reports out of Washington offering $10 million to the president. A few days later, AD gets traded to the Lakers.
2 days.
I
think KD's going to stay with Golden State.
Yeah,
I think they're all going to
sign him both. $300 million next year.
I think he's going to sign. He's going to
now
sign
what
a 1-year deal.
What he I don't think he can. I don't think he can now.
If he opts out, he can't sign a 1 year.
Name me the player that's come back from
Achilles
injury and been normal. There's one player.
Yeah,
only one.
Paul George come back from a pretty gruesome injury?
That wasn't Achilles.
That was a leg.
That was a leg. That was a broken leg.
Well, comparison, DeMarcus Cousins came back from Achilles, right? The only guy that did it,
and he's not normal.
Yeah, the only guy that was good was Dominique Wilkins came back.
That's it.
But he changed his game. He didn't play the same ball.
No. But he's still averaged 30. Yeah, he's still averaged 30. That's the only player, Casey. The only player to come back. Now, medicine is different.
Yeah.
Didn't the running back, Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Didn't he come back from Achilles?
No, he ACL.
Was it ACL?
Yeah. He might turn his Achilles too. He's old. He's been in the league for a long time.
But he came back and he's
also
just he was just it might have been an ACL. Yeah, he might have been an ACL.
And
different sport though.
And this is why people are so angry.
That's the huge reason why people are so, because they're like, this is a devastating injury and a kid in his prime that really could have just sat out that one.
Because when he comes back, he's gonna be what, 33?
Yeah.
But the point is, there was no need to put him out there, and you and everyone knows
that ring so bad.
They would not have put him out there if they weren't down 2-1.
I know. I know that. I'm not denying that. Yeah. I'm not denying that.
Want to talk about the Lakers?
Yeah. Do you have the details?
Yeah. The Lakers get.
No, they actually know I don't have what they gave up for him.
Oh, New Orleans gave up
a lot.
Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram,
no,
Josh
they
Hart,
get Lonzo Ball,
the 4th pick in the draft, and 2 future picks, which could be protected. So New Orleans is choosing what picks they're taking. So the Lakers are good. You can have that one.
You know the pick they gave up for? I was going to say one of those picks, or for the double draft,
right? They gave up their future. The Lakers gave up their future, Brandon, and you know what? Okay, that's fine because you have a 3-year window with LeBron James. After that, LeBron James is done.
Is it a 3-year window?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, if he's good enough, right? I think you got LeBron's best year right now. He wasted his best year.
Who is left on that team?
Who cares? They're gonna get new guys.
Kuzma.
Right. You still got
Kuzma, LeBron, and AD good enough to win a championship?
Maybe, man. We don't know yet.
No, I'm asking a question. I actually don't know.
No.
Right?
To be honest,
because the team does sound stacked.
There's no Golden State, and you cannot forget there's no Golden State.
And Houston must be thinking this is finally our chance.
No, but Houston sucks. We know that.
But Houston could get out this West.
You have a good Denver team. You're going to have a good Portland team that no one talks about. But Nurkic will come back or no? How do you feel about Nurkic right now? His leg? No?
He's coming back.
Okay. That's all you got. Stopping you from the finals, which may or not even be the Raptors.
So on paper,
yeah, they got 5 points.
they look like the best team in the league. In the West.
Yeah,
As it stands right now, they look like the best team in the West.
They have 5 players and 38 million in cap space. 32 million in cap space.
This is the problem.
They have nobody.
How many times has AD played a full season?
Oh, he's not going to. Neither is LeBron. Don't get this twisted.
See, that's the problem.
Load management.
I guess you're not. Is LeBron going to carry the whole thing then?
No.
Load management.
You can't load management when you don't have a team.
Good point.
Like, is this team going to get 60 wins?
No.
I think I get 50.
They're going to sneak in the playoffs, right? And that's
They almost have to
yeah. That's what do you want from them?
because they don't have a team around them.
Well, I mean, who's going to come over there? Like, they're thinking they're getting another like top end free agent. If they get Kemba Walker, everyone else is on rookie contracts or player exceptions
Or minimum.
So do you hear about the $4 million trade kicker?
Yeah. He's
So-
not taking that.
So it's either he takes or he doesn't. I don't see why he should not take it unless he wants to be a team player. Don't take it.
Rich
Give him $4
Paul's
million.
gonna get him not to take
Now, are you going to get 2 good players or go after one really good player?
Exactly. They're thinking Kemba Walker. Okay.
Now, Kemba Walker is not.
I would go after 2 good players.
Yes, that's what I do. Kemba Walker is not playing for anything less than 30.
Yep.
So he needs to get rid of that trade kicker so they can offer him $30 million.
Right. But they have nothing left on the books at all.
Like, we've seen LeBron James take nothing to the finals.
Yep.
It wasn't the East.
A younger LeBron, a 28-year-old
better
LeBron.
LeBron James.
Yes.
That was the second point I was going to make. Right? He's not the same guy. So can AD carry that now?
Who hasn't played an entire season ever?
But he can. He'll have less load on
When?
him.
What do you mean he can?
here's the
When has he done it?
I know, but like it's Anthony Davis.
When has he done it, Smythe?
No, I get it, but it's Anthony Davis. It's all the same.
You keep saying it's Anthony Davis, so that tells me he can't
he's
do
done
it.
it, but he's
no,
taking-
that tells me he can't do it.
No, I'm saying if anyone can, it's AD.
Why? Because he's never done it.
I know, but it's him. I get
But he's
what you're
never
saying.
done
I
it.
get what you're saying, but I'm saying if you took
You
the
understand?
whole,
You understand how English language works? You're saying it's AD because
but
it's AD because
what
he's never
I'm
done
saying
it.
What I'm saying is, if you have a team centered around LeBron James and LeBron can't carry all the load, I would like to give Anthony Davis the basketball. He's one of the top.
The
5
most he's
players
played is
in the
75 games,
Yeah.
and that was 2 seasons ago.
But
He did it 2 years in a row.
75 is a lot.
I know, but that was 2
2
seasons ago.
That's amazing.
He played 56 this year. We know why.
Yep. I mean, if he's gonna give me over 70, I'm fine with that.
He's only 26.
Yeah. Like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna sign back Rondo, hopefully for less money. They're gonna sign back Lance Stevenson, hopefully for less money. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what they're at right now. Do you know what? That's the desperation. You know, like JaVale McGee's coming back to the Lakers. There's no questions about.
So
this.
what does this remind you of? To me, this reminds me of Boston. What's the best word to use?
Which Boston?
When they got all the picks from the Nets.
Which year you're talking about?
when they traded Paul Pierce and Kevin Durant?
Yeah, they had better players.
Oh, well,
It was those guys at the end of their career because what was Garnett, like 40 at that time?
Yeah.
Like, he was almost...
I'm not saying
dust.
one was smarter or one was dumber.
Yeah.
Right? They were both dumb.
But you had a
in my
young,
opinion.
Rondo. Perkins was there too, right?
No, they traded from Boston to the Nets.
Oh, you're talking about the Nets team.
But Danny Ainge ripped off the Nets. And
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about when Garnett and them guys came over to Boston.
No.
You're talking about the Nets team.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That worked.
Because my question is why didn't the Lakers just wait a year?
Because they don't have that much time.
Because you can't waste another year of LeBron.
That's
James.
another year of LeBron wasted. You can't.
And
And who knows? And this is the thing. You said all that stuff. They gave a lot for AD.
That's what I mean.
Who are they bidding up against?
themselves, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like you want to buy the house. No one else wants the house. And like, oh, give me more for it though.
This is my question.
How much is the house? $30 million?
I
Who
want
else,
35.
who else is bidding on it?
No one.
No one, sir.
35.
Here's 50.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Here's
That's,
50 million.
and that's what they did.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, you look at what the Raptors did when they got Kawhi. They traded one guy.
It was a lot. It was perceived to be a lot at a time, but I understand what you're talking about.
It was a lot just because of...
You didn't know what Kawhi was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was still a one-for-one trade.
For the most
right?
part.
Danny Green and Jakob Poeltl.
Don't forget about
We got 2 starters. and the Spurs got 1.
Poeltl and Danny Green were 1-for-1 too, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So, but this is not what happened here.
They
got fleeced.
This is totally different.
That's my point.
They
The
got fleeced.
Lakers gave up a lot.
They got fleeced.
Yeah, but they got a perennial. So we traded a guy that he could be a top 5 player or he could not play. Those were the options we had with Kawhi Leonard. We didn't know what we were getting.
Why give up your entire future?
Because they have no time.
Thank you.
What does that mean?
If you wait another year, that's 1, you're allowing other teams to come into it again.
Yeah.
2,
You have 1 year of LeBron James.
1 year less of LeBron James.
No, you only have 1 year of LeBron James.
No, is there 2 more
LeBron,
after?
you can opt out his 4th year.
Oh, he's not.
He's always gone.
Apparently, he's not going to
This,
opt out.
that's
this
over.
could cripple the team
Oh yeah.
Yes,
for a long time.
they have. I think I was talking to you about it. They have 2 years.
Yeah.
That's it.
God,
After that, they're crippled.
they don't have a Dwight Howard, right? They don't have a good track record here, right? Not everyone.
The Lakers are a bad organization.
Not just because two great players come together doesn't mean it's going to work.
Nope.
Here's the thing. We forget that in our time we've been watching basketball, they have 5 championships. The only team with more is the Chicago Bulls. The Lakers, this is what they do. And you have to understand.
No. This is not what the Lakers did.
Yeah,
Name me a time when the Lakers did this.
The Shaq trade. Where did they trade for Shaq?
Shaq Stein is a free agent.
No, he got traded.
Yeah, what they gave up for Shaq?
He got traded. He re-signed, but he got traded.
It was a sign and trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Anyway, he
the
got
same
traded.
thing. That's
Whatever.
not the
Yeah.
same thing.
Okay.
Trade. They traded and then
They
It's
traded.
not the same thing.
It's not. It's not. Okay. Whatever. Yeah.
They've never given up
Semantics.
Yeah,
He
they've
got
never
traded.
given up all their first round
Okay.
picks before. I get it. All I'm saying is that the
Lakers are a bad organization.
They're used to gambling like this. This is what they do. And if this
That
doesn't
wasn't
work,
a gamble.
what?
That wasn't a
AD
gamble.
trade's a gamble
The
No,
Shaquille O'Neal
Shaq
trade wasn't
wasn't
a
a
gamble.
gamble.
because they won. If they win a championship this year, it's not a gamble.
Shaquille O'Neal said, "I am signing with the
Lakers."
And what did AD say?
The
If I
difference
go to
is
Boston, it's a
AD
1 year
is still
loan.
under contract.
No. But his
And they
point
didn't
is
give up 4 picks
the point is
plus two good players for
to get Shaq. They didn't give up the future to get Shaq. They gave up. They have 2 years.
Yeah, I get it.
That's it.
Get it. But
And after that,
now
they're as crippled as a Brooklyn Nets.
Here's
were.
my first question: Are you giving Lonzo Ball a max contract?
I don't know. I like Lonzo Ball.
Are you giving Brandon Ingram max contract?
You didn't have to worry about that for another year. For years
We
down the
know
road.
Josh Hart's a trade chip. What I'm saying
Yeah.
is the players aren't the problem. It's the picks that are the problem.
And the players. And the players. It's everything.
It's the players and the picks. It's a combination of the two. They gave up a lot. Listen, it could work. They could be champions for the next 2 years.
Who cares?
Exactly. But it may not work. And if it doesn't work,
But that's you say. You can say the same thing with the Kawhi trade. If
no,
it doesn't work,
because all they lost was DeRozan. They didn't trade away any of their
Picks.
picks.
They didn't get rid of picks
They
or
didn't,
anything.
they didn't
they
lose
traded
as
their
much.
first rounder.
Yeah, which was going to be. They knew
It was
it was going to
31,
be like 25.
Yeah.
Up,
So
right?
the
Who
only-
cares?
They gave up 3 picks.
Yeah, the only reason
And a draft that everyone knows is going to be loaded.
super draft.
And this year's fourth pick.
The only reason why this deal got
Fourth?
done, the only reason this deal got done is because that pick was number 4. If the Lakers got what they're supposed to get 11, Anthony Davis would still be a Pelican, as far as I'm concerned.
No.
Listen,
They want those. That super draft.
they're ready for that.
They want that.
They wanted that.
Teams. What I'm hearing is teams aren't stupid enough to give away picks in that draft. They're not. They're not going to.
I wouldn't either. But what the Lakers are saying is, we have the best team, so that pick's going to be 30, 31, or whatever. But a late pick, it's not as valuable.
But they don't know that yet. They don't have a team yet.
But they're assuming with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, it will be. That's what you make a trade for, right? What you're saying is they did essentially what the Raptors did, except for they gave up more because it's Anthony Davis. Is Anthony Davis worth you trading your future? You think no.
I think trading that much of your future,
No.
I think that many players, that many picks, you are gambling a lot, right? And you're leaving yourself open to a situation where if things don't work out, you're screwed. You're flat out screwed.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. That's exactly what Brooklyn did. And look how long it took for them to become relevant again.
That's exactly what Toronto did. And they
No,
had a
it's
championship.
not the same thing.
Okay.
They gave up one guy.
Kawhi Leonard leaves. You have $25 million on Marc Gasol at 35 years old. That's a bad trade.
that's
but they
not-
wanted to win the championship.
That's different.
You got Kyle
That's
Lowry
very
at
different.
33.
We're talking about the Kawhi Leonard,
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan trade. Forget the other trades that happened after.
What do you mean? I'm saying what they did the year. So what the Lakers are doing right now, what they're doing currently right now. They're playing for now. They think they're giving up picks that are going to be low picks.
It's different because Gasol trade happened at the middle to the end of the year.
You only gave him
where
one
they
forward.
already knew, okay, we're good. They knew that already.
Yeah.
They knew the team meshed. They knew they were a good team, but not necessarily good enough in the opinion of those of Masai Ujiri, that they were not good enough to be the best. That's not the same thing as what the Lakers did right now.
Right. Well, the Lakers said Anthony Davis. That's all. Really, and you don't think it's worth it.
I just don't know.
No,
why,
he doesn't know it.
I just don't know why I don't wait.
I get it.
That's all I'm saying.
No, well,
now, I'm not even saying you could have waited till you got more off. You could have waited until midway next season.
Could have. But here's what I'm thinking right now. You have Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're not willing to pay those guys $180, $190 million.
You don't have to worry about that till 2020.
I get you don't have to worry about it, but what I'm saying is you can alleviate that problem by moving them somewhere else and getting Anthony
I don't
Davis.
think Ingram was ever getting paid that much, right? Lonzo Ball, he hasn't proven he's worth that much.
Thank you. He's not even on the court. He's hurt. They're both hurt.
He was hurt though. Like that's not like an indictment on his skills.
I
He was
get
hurt.
it. All I'm saying is that they didn't think they were going to bank on those guys to be their future.
2021, 22 is when you have to worry about paying those guys.
Exactly. That's a long time. They're on their rookie contracts still.
Yeah, but the rookie contracts are $10 million.
But they're still rookie contracts. You do
get
not
it.
have to worry about paying them max or anything like that.
All I'm saying is they knew they didn't want to bank on those guys, and they had a chance to get Anthony Davis. You'd make the sacrifice. The super draft
Huge
picks is the one I'm
sacrifice.
worried about.
But
if
picks,
those, yeah, but
you're
if
not.
they're-
I'm looking at the entirety of the.
But
trade.
if they're 28 or 25 to 30 in the first round, is that a valuable pick? The super draft, absolutely.
and the fourth pick this year.
This fourth pick this year, who are you taking?
I don't know. I don't know.
Good
Those
question.
guys. I don't know these players.
After the third pick, it does drop off. Yeah, I agree with you.
And LeBron James is not interested in picks.
No, he never is. He you know how many number ones he's traded?
And look at Cleveland now.
Yeah, they're
Decimated.
They're morons. That's not. But they won a championship, and then the finals 4 straight.
That's true. That's true.
That's how long a run is. They had a dynasty.
LeBron James was the best player in the world. That's the reason they were able to get away,
that's fine.
away with that. Is LeBron James, like both of you just asked, that same person?
No.
Can he do that same thing?
But-
LeBron James should have won MVP of the finals the year Golden State won their first chip. Right? He was that good. Right?
He was that good.
Is he that player now?
I don't know if he's that good. I'm sure.
No.
I don't know.
But they have Anthony Davis. That's what I'm trying to explain.
A guy who's never played a full season.
Yeah, but they have the next. They have the,
And
like,
has
they have
played
guy
in the
that's better
playoffs.
than him.
Even when he did play in the playoffs, he was awesome. He was awesome.
He put that sweep on Portland.
Yep.
Right? All I'm saying is that they got a guy that is basically the next best thing. Once LeBron starts deteriorating, Anthony Davis can take the load because he's 28.
With no team. With no team.
Well, he'll be surrounded by Luol Deng, Rajon Rondo,
You know what he'd be
JaVale
surrounded
McGee, and Steve Stevens.
You know what
That's their team.
You know what he'd be surrounded around with? The same quality of players that
He had
Kevin
it,
Love is
but
surrounded
yes.
around with right now.
Absolutely.
I'm just wondering if things go south, will AD stay?
He doesn't have to.
He's
That's
going
the-
to sign a max.
But that's my point. No, he's not signing the max. He's not signing anything this year.
No, he says he's going to sign.
He
He's
said
gonna
he's
sign.
going to.
Yeah.
He's going to sign.
He doesn't have to,
He doesn't have to.
I know he doesn't have to.
but he will.
He's going to sign.
Yeah.
I know he's
No,
going to
if things
sign.
go south and he doesn't enjoy playing with
He can
LeBron,
leave.
and the team is a perennial loser, what if he says...
They will trade LeBron before they get Anthony
No, they won't.
Davis. Oh,
No, they won't.
oh, they will.
No, what I'm saying is Anthony Davis may leave.
That's why they're trading LeBron.
How? Oh, you're saying next year?
Yeah.
He's free agent.
Listen, this is my point. My only point is you actually don't know how things are going to turn.
No, I don't. I don't.
Remember, his agent's Rich Paul, so he's not really. Gonna
Okay, hang on. Let me ask you this.
like,
Casey.
right? Let's.
Let me just ask you straight this. Everyone's perfectly fine. LeBron's healthy. AD's healthy. They can both play. Are they not making it to the conference finals?
Yes, they should.
Or are they not making it to the finals?
Can they beat
Denver might beat
Can they
them.
beat a Denver or
I don't think
a
Denver's
healthy
gonna be that good.
Portland
I don't think Portland's that good.
or
In my opinion. You might think differently.
I mean, this if the rest of the
Yeah,
cast,
or even a healthy Golden State.
they're not healthy.
They're not healthy.
Next year, they're not healthy. You gotta remember next year. Next year is that one window where like, okay,
But all I'm saying
Just,
is
as you're viewing it right now,
as
should they
I
not be
feel
the
right now, I
should
do
they not be the
know
favorite?
Because I have
Okay.
not seen Anthony Davis actually play
That's fair.
well with anyone.
No, that's a lie. No, sorry. He played well with Drew
they
Holiday.
swept Portland.
He played well with Drew Holiday.
Just swept
Drew
the team.
Holiday is a very, very good player.
Yeah.
I think he plays well with everyone.
Well, I want
Can Anthony Davis truly share the court with someone as big as
I
LeBron
believe
James
that.
and potentially
No,
another.
I think it's the other way.
superstar.
I think it's the other way around. Can LeBron James share the court with Anthony Davis?
I think so.
LeBron
James likes,
No,
LeBron
I-
James likes to facilitate.
No, I think LeBron James does well with scoring guards.
Yeah.
And if you look at his history, that's
Which Rondo is not. And so.
it's Dwayne Wade and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah,
that's
no,
when
why
he
I said
succeeded.
Rondo is not.
Yeah.
What he has this year. Unless Wade comes back out of retirement.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Will these guys mesh? You don't know. We have no clue.
I have no reason to think that the Lakers
happens-
make the playoffs and make a run.
They'll make the playoffs.
It
How far
happens
does it go?
often where players don't mesh.
I mean,
It does.
how many times do stars of this caliber get together? They don't do well.
Boston.
Who in Boston?
Last year, Boston.
No, there's stars of this caliber.
They were looked at upon that.
Kyrie and Hayward, yeah, they were.
Tatum was looked at that.
Hayward's not healthy.
I wouldn't say
Tatum regressed.
Hayward
No.
was
Yes.
healthy last year.
Yeah, Tatum was looked at as
Yes.
one of the biggest, one of the up and coming.
he
Brown
regressed.
regressed.
Kobe and Dwight,
Kobe and Dwight didn't work.
They didn't like each other.
they didn't work.
They didn't like each other.
Wait, that didn't work.
But that's my point. You never know.
I get
It's
it.
different when you hang out with the guys on the.
Oh,
And Dwight Howard was hurt. Dwight Howard was
He
hurt.
was injured too.
He was
And
hurt.
He's been hurt ever since.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is they're taking a gamble here. I think it's the right move for the Lakers because I'm not giving any of those two guys over $100 million.
You didn't have to. That's the point. You don't have to.
But I'm saying that making that trade at this time when you can get Anthony Davis, because next year, if you wait till next year and they just trade to the highest bidder, you don't get anything. That fourth pick was the kicker on this that made this work.
Hang on. If you ran that team forward next year, that same team,
What?
you're making the playoffs.
Lakers team.
Yes,
Yeah,
with
you're
ball and those guys, you're making the playoffs,
Yeah, winning,
and
no.
you're one of the best teams in the West.
Without,
Who's going to beat you?
Yeah, but LeBron James doesn't want this team. He wants Anthony
I
Davis.
understand that, but I'm saying, but to say
And
that was their only choice, I'm just going back to what Casey said.
Yeah.
To say that's their only choice, it was false. They could have went that team forward,
They clearly
made the
could have chose
playoffs,
something else.
and probably made the conference finals,
They could have, but they don't.
depending on what Houston does.
and then get AD and have a more experienced team of young guys plus AD plus LeBron.
And an older LeBron.
not getting his supermax. Listen, Rich Paul is AD's agent. That's the most important part of this
Supermax.
entire.
You're right. I didn't take that into
No,
consideration.
Right,
That's-
the most
that's
important part of this is Rich Paul's representing him.
I said that. Did I say that to you? No, I said yeah, because he
And
wanted to get traded because he wants his money.
I'm not even sure who sold him on LA. If it was Rich Paul or
Rich
if
Paul.
it was playing with LeBron James.
Hang on. Have
Right?
you ever been to LA?
That's the point of the fact, right? So I'm saying,
I want to live in LA right
right?
now.
So Anthony Davis goes to LA, gets supermax, gets fused with LeBron James, right? And then they'll figure out the rest. They're the Lakers. They
You know
always
what?
trade for stars,
You're right. I didn't take the Supermax into consideration.
right?
That's why I was pushed to get them this year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Cost
Because he wants his money.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Wants his money. Yep. I
Yes,
didn't
man.
take that
Yes.
consideration.
Go on.
Is the most exciting team now the Pelicans?
I was about to bring that up. Anybody want to talk about the Pelicans?
This trade makes them
Really good.
perhaps the most watchable team in the NBA.
Who's the coach now? The Pelicans?
Gentry.
Is Gentry?
He's still the coach?
Yeah,
Yeah, you look
they're
it
not
up.
going to get rid of him.
Okay, I thought they would have made a move since they got a new GM.
He might get
Oh,
fired.
they still might. I don't, you don't know, but
He'll probably get fired in like 3 years. But
I think they're going to be as good as Brooklyn was last year.
think they'll squeeze in at 8.
Got a bunch
Yeah.
of young players, right? Young players. They take
do you believe in
longer to
Do you
mesh.
believe in what's the guy been drafted? Why am I drawing a blank right now? Number 1 pick.
Zion?
Zion.
Yeah,
Do you believe in
the
Zion?
point. You don't know.
Do you believe in Zion?
Yeah,
I do, but at the same time,
I don't know.
until he plays,
here's
no
the
one
thing.
really knows.
I don't think he's going to score 40 points. I think he's going to grab.
I was going to ask him to score 40
I know, but I
points.
think he's going to grab 15, 16 rebounds. He's going to be strong inside. He's going to fight hard on the
Is he
boards.
going to be a better Blake Griffin, which is people are
Right?
estimating him to be?
Yeah, that's what he's going to be. Something like that. He's going to be around that. That's his ceiling.
That's
I
really
think.
good.
I know. I think last year's Blake Griffin is the best Zion could be because he's undersized, and people don't take into account. I understand why.
So that's the comparison you make Blake Griffin.
Yeah, Blake Griffin's a comparison. A better Blake Griffin.
That's a good
smaller.
That's
No,
a
it's
great
a good- no, it's a good
comparison, right?
comparison.
It's all-time All-Star. That's all NBA. Now, give him Drew Holiday hitting his prime, understanding
Lonzo
his
Ball.
role, right? Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, who's super long, super defensive,
That's what I mean.
and
They're,
can finish on the hoop.
they're in the West, so that's why I said they're going to squeak into the playoffs.
And give them either Culver or I would love.
And they have the 4th pick still.
I want Cam Reddish.
They still have the 4th pick.
that's
They
what I
could
said.
trade
I
for
said
somebody if they wanted to.
They could move that pick for a player, but I don't think you care about winning the championship this year. Just get everyone used to
develop.
making you guys.
Exactly.
You guys are the team to watch. You get a young guy, and I think you need someone that has all the skills. I like Cam Reddish. They're not going to take Cam Reddish,
Yeah.
I don't think. But if you put him with another Duke guy, Zion, he gets a little bit more comfortable. Or, like, why don't you just call the Knicks and be like, listen, it's not going to work for you this year. Give us that 3 pick. I'll give you the 4.
They're not giving 3 pick.
I'll give you the 4.
That's hilarious. Look how fast the Knicks crumbled. Their plans just disintegrated.
And I believed in them. I sat here and argued with you guys, believing in those guys.
Now they're only stuck with a draft pick.
But I don't understand why anyone would believe in them. And I think I said it last time I was on this show.
Rupture his Achilles, I still would have believed in them.
No, because actually most of the reports started coming out was saying they were actually looking more at Brooklyn than New York.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't understand it. Who was the last free agent to sign with New York?
I keep bringing this up. They're stupid.
I say it all the time, but
they had Kristaps Porzingis on a rookie deal, and they traded him.
Well, they did that because of the...
Who cares? I keep telling you guys, who cares? Hey, guess what, Kristaps? We have your rights. They put that guy in a sweetener deal to get rid of... why am I blanking again? Why am I always blanking? Anyway, it was a sweetener to get rid of Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway Jr. Tim Hardaway Jr.
Wow, they sent Tim Hardaway there too.
Because remember, Tim Hardaway Jr. was making the max, right?
I get it. They sent Tim Hardaway to Dallas too.
Yes, because they wanted to clear the space.
Dallas is going to be awesome next year. Dallas is
going to be nice.
That is insane. Now, we don't know how Kristaps is going to come back. He's coming off an ACL too.
He should be fine.
And this is the first year he balled. The 1 year he balled out,
he should be fine. Yeah, he should be fine. I believe in him.
It's a 7-footer. They're not fine.
All I know is that I do not understand the New York hype. Right? Like, everyone talks about New York like it's some crazy destination. And every single year I hear the same nonsense and no one signs there. Every year.
Well, same thing with LA before LeBron.
The difference is that LA has won championships recently.
Yeah.
So they have the right to say that. Right? New York doesn't. I don't get it. I really don't understand it.
I will never believe in New York Knicks until it actually happens. They have to be hoisting that trophy in the air before I believe New York Knicks.
Like, okay, maybe there's something. They're over the salary cap? Oh, DeAndre.
No, they're under. No, they're under the salary cap.
Like, I mean, you're right. The injury, the Durant injury definitely hurt them.
Kevin Durant thing screwed up everyone's plans.
What if Kevin Durant decided to go to Brooklyn with Kyrie instead?
Well, then they're screwed.
Why would you? I'm sorry. I don't. Unless you have some hidden handshake. Secret handshake saying, yeah, you're coming to New York.
Well, if they played in New York together, they're a good team.
Yeah. Look how quickly Kyrie said, yeah, I'm going to go play with Brooklyn.
Well, he didn't say that. Everyone's just connecting dots. No one's actually said it. People are just connecting dots.
But this was even before Kevin Durant got injured. That he was being linked to Brooklyn stronger than New York.
There's no definitive where he's going at this point, right?
There isn't. But my point is that why would you put literally all your eggs in one basket?
I don't know.
They literally did that.
Yeah.
By training with Kristaps Porzingis, they literally did that.
And now they're going to have another year where they're going to suck.
Oh, yeah. Unless.
And then they're going to talk about next year's free agents.
Yeah. And we're going to go through
They want the number one pick.
I'm telling you guys, they're going to hold up, what's the guy in Orlando? The free agent. Why am I drawing a blank today? Vucevic. They're going to hold up Vucevic like it was some kind of victory when they get him. We got Vucevic!
You think he's going to go to New York?
I don't know where he's going. I don't think. I think I put it out there. I think he's going to Clippers.
Yeah. D'Angelo Russell
I think he's in Orlando. It's very rare you see someone leave their rookie contract and not take the max.
That's true.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do in Orlando?
Get $50 million.
D'Angelo Russell's a qualifying offer?
Would you pay him if you're Orlando?
Yeah.
Really?
You have to.
I would.
You would. That's gonna be one of those deals. The minute you sign it, damn it! Why did we do that?
They're saying that Vucevic is gonna make $24 million.
Crazy upside
on his second deal, right?
Really?
I think so.
He's a good player.
He's a good player. Come on, man. Really?
Dude. I said upside. I think he can become
I said the Sacramento Kings should be calling that guy because they're one hit away.
Yeah, they should be.
They're half-court offense away from being a good team because all they do is run. And then as soon as you slow down, they're like, "Oh, what are we?"
Orlando's a mess.
Oh, I hate them.
Orlando's been a mess since Dwight Howard trade.
Yeah, actually, that's
like they got to figure out. Are they going to pay Gordon?
Yeah, you have to. I pay Gordon.
I would.
Why not?
You have to.
Sure.
I know you have to. But they're not a good team.
Yeah, but you need one all-star caliber player. You need an all-star caliber player.
Yeah, but he's like borderline all-star.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Markelle Fultz now there.
I don't know why you trade for that guy.
Oh, you don't have to pay Gordon. You have to pay Gordon until 2020. 21-20.
You've already paid him. Yeah, they already paid him.
Yeah, they already paid him. Oh, they already paid him. That's not a lot of money. $16 million.
No, they already paid him. 21
Yeah,
this
he's
year.
worth that much.
19 mil next year. 18 goes down.
Yeah, he's worth that much.
Markel Fultz's contract
Was
keeps
worth
going
19.
up,
He's on the
Well,
rookie
he's a
deal.
rookie, yeah.
He's a rookie deal.
and he's number 1 pick.
Yeah, so
Listen,
he's probably being paid
forget
like
rookie
10.
deals. When you're a number 1 pick, you hit the cap hard, bro. It hurts.
That was a weird year, man.
Oh man.
That was a weird year. Everyone, and again, everyone in the media was Fultz needs to be taken number 1, and it seemed like 2 teams were like, no, no, except for the Sixers. Like, yeah,
Brian Colangelo. Brian Colangelo traded up to pick him.
Yep.
Didn't need to because Boston had no intention of taking him.
See, this is what I mean when I say I don't know. When I say college ball, and everyone tells me, "Oh, you need to watch college ball because these guys come from." It's a for sure thing. I'm like, I don't know what these guys are going to do. I have no idea.
I mean, the thing about Markel Fultz,
People will tell you like they do.
if Markel Fultz had a mid-range jump shot, he'd be okay.
He doesn't.
I get it, but he's because his shoulder's messed up. He just doesn't have his form. So, like, he was a great player, but if I heard his shoulder was hurt, whatever, I'm not taking him. Right? I'm not taking over.
Apparently, his
Jason
shoulder's
Tatum.
fine. It's in his head.
His shoulder's fine now. He was injured.
Yeah.
No, he was injured.
Now it's all. But now you look at Jason Tatum regressing his second year. That's when guys.
Now was that
Kyrie?
Kyrie Irving's fault, or
But I mean, if you were the star of the team,
even Jalen, Brown too?
Yeah, but everyone regressed because they brought back in 2 players.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that I wouldn't call that regression.
So
I
are
would
you
talk
saying
that
he's
less
gonna be better
touches.
next year?
I hope he's.
I
good next year.
think Boston should trade Gordon Hayward.
They're not going to. They gotta figure out what Hayward too. They're not gonna trade with Gordon Hayward.
It didn't work.
No, he got hurt.
No, I'm not talking about his first year. I'm not gonna.
I'm talking when he broke his leg.
Yeah, I'm not
Then he
talking
came
about
back
that.
and breaking his
The
leg
guy can score 20 points a game.
at the detriment of Jason Tatum. That's the
Well,
problem.
Tatum can play at the.
Now,
No, it's the detriment of Brown because Tatum can play at the 3.
Listen, they're gonna lose Terry Rozier.
Doesn't matter.
They're
That
back to
doesn't
the point
matter. Yeah,
guard.
doesn't matter.
Jalen Brown probably doesn't want to play there anymore. Like
He has no choice. He's on his rookie deal.
Well, I'm talking about after. Right?
Well, we're talking about next year, right? So,
All I'm saying is that I think Boston should go all in with their young guys.
so get
Horford's
rid of.
Not Al Horford. Keep Al Horford. I never said Al Horford.
They got to sign him because he's free agent. I think.
But Gordon Hayward, I think that I never thought he was the player he signed for.
I thought he was a Utah Jazz player.
I think
That's-
sometimes
He would be perfect at Utah right now.
Yeah,
I would love to see him on
it's so
Utah. I would
unfortunate.
love
He's
to
a
see him on
Jazz-
Utah, man.
He's a Utah Jazz guy, unfortunately.
Anything else you guys want to touch on? Raptors win.
Raptors
That's
win.
when
Raptors win. It's been a great time in the city. It's almost surreal.
it's not surreal. We're the best team.
No, but the fact, like, me and Casey kept on walking around. It's like the Toronto Raptors are champions. Like, it's crazy to think about it.
We built the best team. I don't understand. I mean, I get that we haven't won ever and it was whatever. But this year, we had a team that was on the cusp. We traded our top 20 player for a top 3 player. During the we'll have the best record without even playing.
Oh man, I forgot. I totally forgot.
you
It's
got
right here in my
some
notes. Oh my god, I totally forgot.
Is it good?
Oh man, Masai Ujiri,
What about?
Is he gonna stay? Is he gonna go?
you stay. You go.
Oh, if they make that offer, he has to go. There's just no.
So the rumor is that Washington offered him $10 million plus ownership stake.
They can't.
I still don't know if you can do that.
They don't have permission to speak to him yet, so they can't make the.
Well,
offer.
they can't until
Which is
June.
why
Whatever.
they
Yeah,
came
that's
right
fine.
out and
They
said they
leaked
have
it.
no immediate plan. Yeah,
They leaked
exactly.
it. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So they're planning to if they're allowed to, which is another thing.
Now I was going back and forth with Casey earlier. I'm like, I don't think MLS is going to match that.
No,
Not $10 million.
Here's the thing: if it says a chance at ownership, you don't take that deal. That's a chance. If they said you get,
Well, obviously you're gonna put it in paper. Obviously
you're
you're gonna put it in
saying, if
paper.
it's not in paper, then
Well, obviously you're going to do that. Which again, I don't know if you can do that.
right? So there's so many factors.
I don't
in
know.
that.
It could be. It
I
depends.
think actually no. That's a lie. I think Pat Riley has a piece of ownership
It
too.
depends on
course,
on how the team
Yeah.
is owned. If it's publicly owned, you could get stock options.
right?
Right? If the company
Is that the same as ownership?
No,
No.
Yes.
I don't think so.
I mean, you're a part owner of the team. If you have options in the team, then yeah, it depends. I don't know the
So they
Washington.
gift him stock, but I don't know how the
People do
company
it.
works.
Companies
out.
do it all the time. That's
Yeah.
my point, right?
Right, but like if it's not enough, it has to be enough to cement.
$10 million
him
is enough,
It's-
and that's the reason the number came out at $10 million
But they could-
because that's a lot of money.
Yeah, but MLS can match $10 million.
They're not going to.
First of all,
The average GM in the league gets paid
I understand.
$1 million to
I
$3 million.
not a
understand
GM.
the average.
He's president. That's the
It
difference.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
I understand
It's-
what you're saying, but I don't see why MLSE wouldn't pay it.
Because they're not going to.
But why? What's this based off of?
Huh?
How do you know?
Because they don't pay GMs and presidents that much money.
Obviously,
you don't.
Obviously, our team.
One person does. Yes, one person's getting paid $11 million.
So why not?
And that's Pat Riley.
So why not him? Messiah Ujiri is proven he's probably one of the best GMs / presidents in the league. So why not pay him? It's not like we can't afford it. So
Pat Riley has the highest.
That's like me saying giving you $500 million a year for your job just because.
I get it.
That's like setting a precedent that you don't want to set.
But
they're not going to set.
The precedent is already set. For the top executives in the league, this is how much you'll get paid.
Now this is a team and an organization that runs like an organization. They're not used to. Apparently, this is the first time they've actually went to salary cap or luxury tax.
Yeah.
Yes.
This team.
But the Raptors have always said, listen, if it's a team worth going to the luxury tax,
I believe that. I believe that. Yeah. Most of
the
the
owner,
owners,
luxury tax for anybody.
we're not going to business. We're not going for business Biombo. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
I believe that the GMs and stuff in this city are very smart.
Exactly.
I think they have the go ahead to go into luxury taxes. They just don't because they're normally stupid.
They went in and they won, so you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do it when it makes sense. Listen, all I'm saying.
The Miami Heat earn a luxury tax.
But they're the highest paid in the league.
What?
That's Pat Riley.
Yeah. That's stupidness.
When you have a good executive, a good CEO, president, or whatever, you pay them. You can't just look at the average salary amongst the league and say, oh, well, this is the average salary.
I'm just going off of what they do. They're not in the business of just giving people money. No one has gotten that. No one gets that.
Based on the
on
history
what?
of losing that we've seen before this guy just...
How much did Brendan Shanahan get? Who just got read up?
He hasn't even finished the first round.
Who just got read up?
But he can't ask for money. He can't get past the first round.
Now they are paying because they paid Babcock, right? Did they pay Babcock?
Coach. Yeah,
no, but that's a record number, $6 million, which is a record number in NHL.
I think it's 8, but like everyone keeps saying these lower numbers. I'm going to go with what you just said.
$6 million is a lot. $6 million in the NBA is a lot. That's a lot of money for an NHL coach.
Yeah,
they don't get that money. They don't get that kind of money ever.
Yeah,
so that's a lot. So they have paid Mike Babcock, a coach.
Kind of my point.
Yeah, for MSC. I'm giving you a thing, but they didn't pay Brendan. Hang on, wait. He's not the coach though. Brendan Shanahan didn't get paid, and he just got read up.
Presidents, listen, Messiah Ujiri is considered the best in the league right now.
Arguably.
Not arguably. He won the championship.
He won the championship.
Arguably.
He's considered the best in the league
arguably.
right now. Right now, he's considered the best in the
When I
league.
say arguably, I'm acknowledging the other ones. Okay, go on.
The money doesn't go against your cap.
No, it does not.
Why not pay him?
How simple that was. It's not his cap. Give him money. Here's my.
You don't have to pay any extra for it. It's not a luxury tax on it. Nothing.
No.
Why not pay him?
My thing is that if there's an offer out there that's $10 million, MLSC has money to match it. I think they're going to match it. No question.
And it's not like we're cheap,
right?
We're rich. We have a rich ownership.
No. And
wait.
Yeah.
They're not cheap.
Why would you say they are?
Because they never paid it from before. This is the first time they've actually paid this team into luxury tax. The first time.
Won. They've always been willing to do it. Now, you only do it when it makes sense, or else you end up like a team like Miami, who has $128 million payroll.
Let me ask you this: does it make sense to give him? Does it make sense to give him that money if Kawhi leaves?
Yeah.
Yes.
Only here's why.
Now I was in the boat. Remember, I said this earlier in the year. They should have signed him to a lifetime contract. I said it. They should have signed him to a lifetime contract already. And now they're stuck here with this huge bill they're probably going to have to pay.
Yeah.
If they're going to pay him.
Well,
which I don't believe
there's no actual benefit of not paying him. That's the one thing I always thought about this. If you have the best executive in the league, and he'll just sign other guys, build their team. He'll try, right? He delivered your first championship since 1993. Major one. Because, the Argos went at TFC.
We know what you mean. Go on.
Right? If the going rate is now $10 million for a guy that's going to bring you a championship team, you want to keep that guy. You don't have a successor in place for him.
That's not the going.
Including as a history past the Raptors. I know what you say about Denver, but he has a good history in Denver too. He is known as one of the best GMs in the league.
100%.
Okay? Those guys will get paid. And he is up there as one of those guys who will get paid. That's all I'm saying.
I think he should make the most. And we're in Toronto. Like, why not?
Why should he get paid? Good thing about GMs and stuff, there's no salary cap for them. Right? So the best should get paid the most money. I believe that.
So Kawhi Leonard leaves. Example.
And they still have a good team if Kawhi Leonard leaves. That's a good. They still have a playoff team, right?
Yes.
You know what? That was a fair assessment.
That. Kawhi Leonard leaves. They trade away their best player.
For how long?
If Kawhi Leonard leaves after this year.
No, right? For how long? If let's say, for example, Kawhi Leonard leaves, they're a playoff team for how long?
We have a good young core.
Who? Siakam, OG.
You virtually have no one else on a contract after. He's not on a
Fred
contract.
VanVleet? Come on. A guy that you said couldn't even start?
Yo, he just ended the NBA championship.
The man played well.
He just
I'm gonna give
X'd
him
out
credit.
Steph
For
Curry.
how many games? 6.
He averaged 15. No, but forget that.
He's not a starter.
He's not under contract
You're not
after
gonna
next
fool
year,
me.
so you even have it for next
You're not gonna fool me. Fred VanVleet's not a starter.
No.
You have OG, you have Siakam.
I'm saying you have good young players.
OG Siakam.
Either way,
And OG, you don't even believe in Casey.
would the team make the playoffs next year?
Yes. I asked you for how
How
long.
many? It doesn't matter. How many? LeBron James left Cleveland. That team became the worst in the NBA. 2 years and twice. This happened twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a bad GM, in my opinion.
No, they're a bad GM. I'm not debating that.
No, he's to talk about how good the Messiah is. We can lose our best player and we're still a playoff team.
He won't be able. It's not sustainable.
Well, if you sign
They'll
back,
make the playoffs for 1 year. After that, who knows?
If you sign back Lowry, you sign back Ibaka, whatever, you'll still make the playoffs.
Lowry?
You're not going to.
How old's Lowry?
He's 34
Dude,
Who cares?
Who cares? He's 34 years old. How old is Gasol?
But you have 33.
How old is Gasol?
Yeah, but he's $25 million. If that comes off the cap, you have that much money to bring in someone.
Who?
I can be GM and bring in someone with $55 million to take that team to the playoffs. Of course I can.
No, you can't.
Of course I can.
Name the teams who have salary cap, and they're not going to bring in anybody.
You don't know yet. They could bring in a lot
Really?
of people.
Really?
The point is
the Charlotte Bobcats going to bring in another superstar?
Maybe. You don't know.
Is the Charlotte Bobcats going to bring in another superstar?
What if Jimmy Butler goes there next year? You have no idea.
Is the Charlotte Bobcats going to bring in another superstar?
Maybe.
I can answer you.
You're going to say no, but what if they do?
No.
You have no idea.
No.
Okay. Well, like...
You want to write this down?
But you want to know why?
Huh?
But the reason you're not seeing the reason why.
Because they're not winning. They can't win, and they don't have good ownership out there.
Exactly, and that is huge, and that is something that Masai brings to the table.
Even say it
The way I look at it, and sorry, my point was going to be is if Kawhi doesn't come back, and now you're paying Masai Ujiri $11 million or $10 million,
he used to do his job,
and you got to fire him. That's $10 million you got to give
Why
him.
are you firing him? Because Kawhi didn't sign back. If Kawhi leaves, that's what.
If Kawhi leaves, this team is in for another rebuild.
The Toronto Raptors are considered one of the best run organizations.
100%. Not even a question. Not even a question.
The team you brought up is considered one of the worst run organizations in sports.
Charlotte.
Exactly.
Yes.
There's a difference.
100%.
Okay, and that has to do with the president of each organization.
They were kind of viewed that. Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
Okay,
that's fine.
Masai came in, and Toronto Raptors used to be considered not a good organization, not a well-run organization.
Okay, that's fine.
They weren't. I'm not gonna say they were one at the bottom, but they weren't considered a well-run.
Yeah, so
organization.
I was about to challenge that, but
Right?
yeah, but that doesn't matter.
I look at that. I believe you pay people what they're worth. Not everyone's equal. We do not live in Russia, and it's communist or whatever the hell it is, where everyone should get paid the same amount of money.
I don't know why you brought it. I don't know why you slander Russia. I don't know.
Nowhere. What did they do to you?
Jesus. Communist system. Everyone gets there. Either which way. My point is that you pay people what they're worth, what they've accomplished. You don't just pay everyone the same on the average. Oh, because every other GM makes $6 million, you should make $6 million. I hate that argument.
Look, it's not my money. I don't care. If they give him $20 million, I don't care.
Disagree with the argument.
Yeah, I don't care. It's not my money. If they give him $20 million, it wouldn't change my world at all. I just don't think they're going to match it. I just don't think they're going to do it.
I just don't like the argument. I don't think it's a good argument you have. That's all.
I think they're going to match it virtually instantly. The Raptors have 3 players under salary after next season.
I know that.
Kawhi Leonard signs a max deal that takes him, if he signs, that takes him to his 32-year-old season. 32. Him, Norman Powell, OG, and Pascal Siakam will sit in their primes together. You can build around that. Yes, you can.
He doesn't believe in OG. Yeah, nobody. You think Powell is what? What is Powell?
Just 6-man? Who cares? 6-man bench player? I don't care who he is. All I'm saying is that...
And Siakam is a good player? If he was the second best player in your championship team, that's good.
But you're also at $62 million in cap. You have $80 million.
I hate that.
You
you have cap space.
Cap?
No. Everyone says you have cap space. To do what? Name me the teams that have cap space. The Memphis Grizzlies have cap space. Are they bringing in a superstar? And you're going to say, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
But the answer is, I don't know.
The answer is no.
But that's why you pay your executive $10 million. That's the point I'm trying to make to you.
Cap space means nothing unless someone's coming. It means nothing.
Players look at the organization as well.
How many players have they brought in?
Because they're not well-run organizations.
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you.
But
how many players have they brought in?
You're comparing apples to oranges.
No.
You're not taking into consideration the organization.
Or the
You're just
GM,
saying cap space.
or the guys that bring the people in.
No, you guys are saying cap space. You guys are
I'm saying he put them in a position that they have that space, and he's Masai Ujiri. He'll build the team.
No.
That's what he has to build his team.
If, and this is a big if Kawhi stays, yes, you can start bringing in players. Players will come. Not even a question. Kawhi's not here. That's a question. To play with Pascal Siakam?
Listen,
a big free agent's going to come here to play with Pascal Siakam.
That's Masai Ujiri's job. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not talking about cap space. I'm talking about how organizations
100%.
run.
He was here before.
How long has
he been here?
Who, Masai?
Yes.
6 years?
How many big free agents did he bring in? He traded for one. How many big free agents did he bring in?
But
exactly.
But
it was a good word.
But he's built a winner.
That's
my point.
I keep on bringing up the point. That's not what I'm trying to say. You're completely ignoring. It's not just about who you could bring in. Only a few teams could actually really sign free agents outright. It's about building a good system and a respectable organization, right? And he has been able to do that wherever he's gone. He has a good.
Sorry, I'm making it seem like I hate Masai Ujiri. I don't.
No, I don't think you do. But I think you believe that because the average salary is $6 million, then that's whatever the hell. And that's what every GM should get paid. And this is where I disagree with you. I think people should get paid based on their merit.
I'm not saying everyone get paid because Pat Riley's getting paid $11 million a year.
Whatever, communist.
I just don't think MLS is going to match it. Mm-hmm. If it's real. If that contract's real. Because they just pulled it back anyway. Sorry. I should have brought that up in the beginning, but I didn't. I forgot about that. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
You vote MVP, don't you?
Yo, that was so uncalled for.
I don't understand.
No,
he attacked Russia.
Yeah. No, he attacked the NDP.
He attacked the NDP. Just because I disagree with him, he gets all angry. It's like arguing with Twitter over here.
It's like a Twitter rant. I don't know. I think if you're gonna pay a guy,
we talked about this. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I want to. Finish my
you
thought.
said this already.
I would like my final thought on this situation.
You've said this already. Anyway. Give him the theme song, man. We said this already. Anyway, look out for the new podcast. We're coming back bigger, badder than ever before. I was about to give a shout out to Horseplay, but F those guys. Wow. I love those guys. I love those guys.
No. I'm editing that part out, and I'm just having the part where you said F those guys. That's all. That's how we're ending this pod today.
No, I'm joking. I love those guys. I hope they can come back.
I saw his face. He wasn't joking.
Yeah, he didn't look funny there. You can find the Team Podcast everywhere you get your pods. That includes Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever else you get yours. Also, our favorite social media places, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my personal favorite, Tumblr.
All right, hit him with that theme song.
Nash Wells and Smythe host the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.